Hi everyone, welcome back to another booktube video. My name's Olivia, if you guys haven't been watching me for a while. And welcome back to Bookish Bird Kid 9. My phone just vibrated, interrupting me. This is classic. Anyway, I'm gonna do a recap of everything I read in 2020. And we know 2020 was a shit show. So, that's fun. So I'm gonna start from the first book I finished to the last book I finished. There isn't many. Let me actually get like an approximate number of how much I finished. So in 2020 I finished 21 books, which isn't terrible. I mean, it is terrible because I set a goal of 75 for the year, but this year I only set a goal of about 50, so I think I can reach that now that I'm kind of back in the game. I'm gonna go in and basically show you all the books I read. We'll see if Editing Olivia feels up to giving you the ratings that I gave you the books, because I don't think I will. So the first book that I finished in 2021 was Scythe by Neal Shusterman. The second book that I finished in 2020 is Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. The fourth book that I finished in 2020 was Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Battle of the Labyrinth. This was actually a reread for me. The fourth book that I read in 2020 was A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmerer. The next book that I finished in 2020 was The Guinevere Deception by Kiersten White. The next book that I finished in this year was Three Dark Crowns by Kendare Blake. The next book that I finished was The Witch Doesn't Burn in This One by Amanda Lovelace. And then directly after that I finished The Mermaid's Voice Returns in This One, also by Amanda Lovelace. The next ebook that I finished was The Oracle Queen, and that's by Kendare Blake. This is a short story to the Three Dark Crowns series. The next book that I finished in 2020 was One Dark Throne by Kendare Blake. I actually binged this whole entire series, so that's coming up, I guess. The next ebook that I read was the next short story, I guess, in the Three Dark Crowns world, and that is The Young Queens. And yeah, the next book that I read, actually I was excited to read, and that is Tuesday Mooney Talks to Ghosts, and that is by my favorite person, Kate Reculia. The next book that I reread just for nostalgia was The Host by Stephenie Meyer. The next book that I finished was Two Dark Reigns by Kendare Blake. And finishing off the series, I finished Five Dark Fates, also by Kendare Blake. Next book I finished was Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Poston. I actually realized I skipped the book in this series, but I don't think it really mattered. The next book was something that I was really looking forward to and was slightly disappointed by, and that was Hawk by James Patterson. If you guys don't know, this was the spin-off to Maximum Ride. I don't. You'll see my rating of it, probably, if I'm being honest. The next manga that I finished, because this is mainly manga and light novels at this point, because I just got bored and started watching anime again, so you're welcome. Anyway, next volume of Shugo Chara is the next book that I read. I read the 7th volume. I think I have, actually I don't think I have any more, so I might need to start getting the rest of them, because I do work at a bookstore now, so I could grab them. The next one that I finished was actually a new series for me that I'm currently still reading. I finished watching it, but that is Sword Art Online. I love Sword Art Online, okay? Sword Art Online is basically like VR video games, but in the future, but not in so distant future from now. And basically all of the players who enter on the opening day basically get stuck in it for like 3 years, and they die in real life if they die in the game. So, I love it, okay? These two characters, literally my favorites. I love them. They're my absolute love them. And then I read the next book in the series was actually some short stories from in between the major events that happened in the first book. So this one, the first one was Sword Art Online Aincrad. This one is also Aincrad, but it's the second volume. Almost done, I promise. Literally have 2 more. And then the last 2 books that I have read are the third and the 4th volume of Snow White with the Red Hair. Currently still trying to work my way through this manga, as I keep telling you guys, but I know that it's still going. So unlike the anime, it's still like the anime's at a standstill because I think they're waiting for more chapters, whatever, to come out. So did read the third and the 4th volumes. It's bringing me nostalgia as I'm reading these, and then once I get to new content, I think I'll get very happy. I think that's it, everybody. I think that's it. That was not that long, but it felt like it was really long. So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in, sticking with the channel while I went on my 6-month hiatus. It really was a long time, and I wasn't very motivated, but I am now. 2021 is definitely motivating me, even though it's the end of January as I'm filming this. It's not even January anymore, it's February. I am not smart. Anyway, moving on. Yes, that was basically my wrap up of reading in 2020. We'll see how filming or editing Olivia feels about putting ratings in there. Yeah. So, thank you guys so much for watching, sticking with the channel, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.